If you're looking for affordable smart home shades that work with HomeKit and have Thread, let me introduce you to the Canisteo shades. I installed these a few weeks ago, been testing them out, and these are blackout roller shades. Comes in a variety of different colors and different blackout levels, and honestly, they've been great. I'm going to walk you through the entire installation process, setup, how they perform, and show you some automations that I use along with my other smart shades throughout the house. First up is installation, which was actually incredibly easy. The shades come with these two spring-loaded brackets. Each has 2 screws, and it comes with those and the anchors. Put those into the window frame, and honestly, it was done in minutes. Drilled the pilot hole, installed the brackets, and that spring-loaded makes it really easy to actually install the shade into the sill. You have multiple options for this, but I ordered mine with a square white valance at the top. There's 2 matter codes stuck on the shades, one on the very top and one on the reverse side of the actual shade, and it was good to go. Has the USB-C motor, came at about 60% charged, and I was ready to set it up. Now I use these in a rather small window in my bathroom, but they come in various shapes and sizes. You can actually customize and order it directly from Amazon, which I'll show you in a minute. Now these are Matter over Thread, and that means it'll work with any ecosystem that supports Matter, which Apple HomeKit does. I held the button for a few seconds to put it into pairing mode, scanned the code, and it was set up in just a few seconds. Setup was actually really fast. Sometimes adding new devices to the Apple Home app can be a lengthy process, but this was very quick. Now when you order them, you obviously have to put the window size, width, and height, but sometimes you actually have to program the bottom point so it doesn't run into the windowsill, and program the top point so it doesn't go past and start flipping over. These actually came pre-programmed to the perfect size. The first time I lowered it down, it stopped right above the windowsill, so that was pretty ideal. You can still change the top and bottom set points using the remote that comes from Canisteo, but I didn't have to do any of that. It came just right. Then once you add it to the Home app, it works like any other smart shave you're probably accustomed to. You can have it go up, down, 50% of the way. You can use the voice assistant either from your HomePods or directly on your devices. And I did find, because it is Thread, that it is very quick to respond. Using the Home app on my iPhone, it would respond in literally a second, maybe even less, going up or down. And even using the voice assistant, now these were HomePod minis I was talking to here in the bathroom, but it still responded fairly quickly. Now, if you're looking for a full blackout shade, you can order it with additional side window pieces to make sure there is no light coming through. That's actually what I have here in the studio. These are the Eve motion blinds. I've been using them for over 2 years now. Highly recommend those as well, but I installed the blackout portions on either side of the shade as well. Here in the bathroom, I was just trying to cover the window, so it's a blackout shade, but there is some light leakage on the side. And when you are controlling it, you can ask the voice assistant to go halfway up or 75% of the way up, and it will follow that as well. Once I got it installed, I charged it with a power bank. It has a USB-C port by the motor, charged in a couple hours, and it's at 100% now. And even after a couple weeks of being off the battery, these are the shades here in the Home app. If I go to settings, you'll see the battery is still at 100%. So seems like good battery life, at least for the last couple weeks. I'll test it over the time and follow up, but everything else is what you're accustomed to here in the Home app. Now, you will see up at the top that this accessory is quote-unquote not been certified. I don't know if it's because it's a Matter device and not specifically HomeKit, but I've had no issues with the automations or controlling it with Apple Home and the voice assistant. Again, you put it in whatever room you want, title it whatever you would like. You can group it with other accessories like other shades. And if you really want, you can actually turn on notifications for when it raises or lowers, include it in your home summary page, and more. But let me show you some of the automations that I've programmed for this shade. At the moment, I have 4 different brands of shades throughout the house: Eve motion blinds, SmartWings, Semi-Smart, and now the Canisteo. The SmartWings and Eve motion blinds I've had for over a year, almost to 2 years, and honestly, those have all performed great as well. They all have Thread, and so speed and reliability has been pretty consistent. I will say the Eve motion blinds, when it comes to battery life, I think I've charged it once in the last 2 years, and I use it every day. It goes up and down every time I record. So kudos to Eve on the battery, but the SmartWings shades also admirable battery life. I've charged it maybe once or twice in the last year, year and a half, and we'll keep an eye on the Canisteo, but it does seem very similar to the SmartWings shades, so the Canisteo battery is likely very good. I have these sunrise, sunset automations you would typically think of with shades. So I have all my bedroom shades and this bathroom shade now going up on weekdays at 10 a.m. and they go down at sunset. But this bathroom actually has a window that faces out to the backyard. And if we ever have someone walking around working on the house, you can actually just see right in the bathroom. And that was problematic. So one of the automations that I created was when the shower fan turns on, that's actually a Lutron switch. I talk about Lutron switches in a previous video, the most reliable light switches and ceiling fan controls. You can check out that video above, highly recommend. But whenever the bathroom shower fan turns on, What happens is all the shades, both in the master bedroom and the bathroom, will close, and then the ceiling fan in the bedroom goes on high 100%. Sometimes you're hot when you get out of the shower and you want that fan going. And you can create automations like this for when an accessory is controlled, and using a switch like this where the shower fan, you're typically only turning that on when you're taking a shower. You wouldn't turn it on normally. This means that whenever someone's taking a shower, turns on the fan, all the shades close, including the Canisteo, and you have privacy for that. Now, once you're done taking a shower, I have another automation here that when the shower fan turns off, the shades will actually raise. Keep the ceiling fan on, but now the shades will open, and this only runs during certain times of day. You'll see here the automation is programmed only till 6 p.m. So if you're taking a shower at 9 p.m. at night, when you turn off the shower fan, the shades will stay closed. This automation is not going to run because this only happens in the daytime. Love those two automations for the shades. And one other automation for the master bathroom, I've talked about this before, but when I turn off the main vanity light in the bathroom, which is basically the light you're turning off when you're leaving and done with the bathroom, all the other lights and fans in the bathroom turn off, including pausing the HomePod minis that are in there, turns off all the lights, including a closet and toilet room, different fans. Everything shuts off when you just turn off that one light switch. So when you leave the bathroom, tap the one light switch off and everything turns off. I think automations like this with shades and lights really make smart home worth it, both for convenience and with the shades also for privacy. Now, when it comes to pricing, the Canisteo is actually one of the more affordable Thread Matter HomeKit shades. You can shop for different styles here on Amazon. I'll put links down in the video description. But if you were going to customize a shade, I did one here that's 35 inches wide, 60 inches tall. You would pay about $300 for that 100% blackout shade with the valance. But as you can see here, there's actually a $30 coupon for the Canisteo shades on Amazon, so you're paying about $270. Very similar pricing to SmartWings. This is the same size shade, also using HomeKit and Thread, similar color, $304. So again, pretty much on par in price, but both of those are actually less expensive than Eve motion blinds. If you want a blackout shade in the same size with Eve, you're going to be paying over $700 for that shade. So if you're going to be doing multiple windows, and you still want the reliability of Thread, works with HomeKit, I think the Canisteo are a great option. I actually ordered the medium gray blackout shade. It has the white square valance cassette style at the top and a fabric wrapped bottom. Pricing will also change depending on your window size. Larger windows obviously more expensive, but when it comes to reliability, automation, have it plugged into HomeKit, and one of the most affordable options you can get, Canisteo, I would give it 2 thumbs up. Links below if you want to check it out, customize some shades for your house. And if you want to learn more about smart home and home automation, I have a ton of videos here on the channel. So if you're into smart home, definitely subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. If you have any questions about these shades or anything HomeKit related, you can leave comments below this video. And if you want to learn about my top 10 automations here in my smart home, check out this video right up here. And I also have reviewed things like smart home door locks, and I have another one coming soon that uses HomeKey and actually replaces the door handle rather than the deadbolt. So if you're interested in that, again, be sure to subscribe. And YouTube really thinks you'll like this video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.